All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another market and trade review for today, March the 7th, 2024. If you're new here, welcome in. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all showing up and checking this out. We make one of these every day after the market is closed. Take a look at how the market's doing, what the conditions are, and what is moving in which direction. There is a link for free stock in the bio of this, or in the description of this video. Go ahead and click the link in the description, sign up for Webull, which is the exchange we use to trade on. And if you do that and deposit as little as $1, you can get up to $3,000, anywhere from 30 to 3,000. It's a wide range, but you get free stock. So it's a good way to fund the account if you are looking to get started. Taking a look at the paper account that we are trading, the $10,000 challenge. We had a big red day because of our swings yesterday, and we have brought that back up. We're up just shy of $2,000 on the day. Solid day. Not too shabby at all. We took some SPY. Let's see, are these March 7th? Yeah. We took some SPY. We can widen this here now you guys can see exactly what we took. And it doesn't tell us the price we sold at, huh? But took some SPY calls and did well on those. And we took some more SPY calls and then some SPY puts. So it was solid day. So let's take a look at the market overall and how things played out today. We had a nice little trend day today on the SPY, right? Woo, that looks like a mess. Had a nice trend day where we put in perfect wick off of the 9 EMA, which we continue to talk about in this bull run. The EMAs continue to serve perfectly. We made new all-time highs today on the SPY. And today was, if you were looking for a trend day, you got yourself one right here, right? Where we had a nice reversal candle after a failed break below the opening range 5 minutes prior to market open. And from there, we were up the whole rest of the day. And then it was EMAs for the test and up. So you could have entered off of EMA tests and wrote it up, and entered off of EMA tests and wrote it up. And then this was the first break, and the only candle closed below these EMAs creates a short position, and that's this one SPY put position that we took beautifully right there, and that is at 3 o'clock. And if you take a look, those SPY puts were at, they show me the exact time in here? Maybe they do. Yeah, they do. Those were at 2:59, just shy of 3 o'clock, and then we were out. So look at this. This is a 3-minute trade, and we did about 100% on that trade. And that's the beauty of shorting on a trend day like that, when suddenly the momentum shifts and everyone's waiting, and so many people are trying to get short, And this from 5:15.30 to 5:14.02, that's a more than $1 move in 10 minutes. So that's a perfect trade right there. I really love when we have those corrections on trend days. Lots of fun. So the SPY, no signs of it slowing down yet. NVIDIA after hours is up to 950. $1,000 calls are probably gonna be in the money. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens tomorrow. We just get like a wild Friday, you know? And we pump up over $1,000 for NVIDIA. It's crazy. And so as long as NVIDIA is going, right, it's NVIDIA's market right now. It's not Apple's market anymore. It's not Microsoft's market anymore. It is NVIDIA's market. So, you know, while Apple on the daily is lagging and continues to be down at these low levels in here and looks to find support but cannot today, while Tesla, where did Tesla go? Tesla continues to be at these lows and finds a little bit of green today, but not even enough to fully engulf the previous day's candle, right? And while Google trades down in this, and we'll come back to Google, Microsoft just flags, doesn't run up with it, you know, although it does have a green day. The SPY and the Qs continue to make new highs day after day. So pretty cool to watch. And when it drops, I'd love just 2% correction, right? We almost going yesterday. We got a 1% correction yesterday or the day before. Let's go back to look at Google though. So we have been following this range on Google, right? And we've been testing the wicks off of this the 200 EMA, which is this light blue line right in here. And I say this over and over and over, the EMAs are not gospel, but on big drops and corrections in a stock that is within a channel or a trend, the EMAs can serve as very good reversal points, right? Supports and resistances, and the trend happens to be there as well, right? Based off of this. So we are bouncing and confirming that so far. Then we need to get above this 138, 140 level to see higher ranges into the 150s where we were trading prior. So watching Google on that, and we do have a small Google position right here. They are 143s from March 22nd. So that is where Google's at. Bitcoin, well, we talked about NVIDIA, new all-time highs. Google, yes. Netflix, AMD corrected a little bit today. I believe we're just going to consolidate and then go higher. But Bitcoin, Bitcoin on the daily, right? Just like we've been talking about, a flag consolidation, right? But we are getting higher bottoms of each one of these wicks. And on the daily range, daily 24-hour period, we are opening again at the top of the body of the previous candle. So maybe tomorrow Bitcoin breaks new all-time highs. Maybe it does it the next day. But because of that, Coinbase, right? And also MicroStrategy are gapping up in the mornings, and it is a blast to watch. So Coinbase today, we want to talk about this on the 5-minute chart. Beautiful, beautiful pennant, and or coil, triangle. There's a million things you could call this, right? And so the question is, this is on a downtrend. Is it going to break down, right? Because that's it's a bear flag. Well, it could also be a wedge, a rising wedge, and that breaks down. But because on the overall time frame, on like the hourly chart, right, Bitcoin is just up, consolidate, and up, and then consolidate, right? And we've talked about that with Coinbase, with Bitcoin doing the same thing. Coin is following suit. So we took longs on this Coinbase out of this pennant, and at the end of the day, it broke it with a lot of strength and into after hours, and then into the close as well. We remain up here at about 242, and we went 245s for a little bit out, a week out, looking at that. Some of the small names, right? They're still struggling. We're gonna take a look at daily charts. Now flagging is Carvana. SoFi is down at this low, trying to find somewhere, some support down in here. It could. We talked about Tesla. JFrog holding the EMAs, but wicking down off them today. Not a big day for JFrog today. Square did have a solid bounce off of the EMA. It finished okay on the day. Big run up there at the end, gave a little bit of it back, which funny enough played off of this. That will become a support, right? And double bottom there and continued and held through all of after hours on Square. AI is really struggling. Down here about these EMAs, trying to hold it. We may have to cut that position. Robinhood consolidating here at this level, and DraftKings had a nice day. We cut the DraftKings position and then re-entered today as it opened above this support here, which we thought may have became a resistance and flipped, but the gap up and after hours and closed nice kind of doji inside day on that. Looking for that to continue into tomorrow as well. So that is what we're looking at on the names that we've been following real close over the last few days. Nothing crazy as far as news in the stock market moving a whole lot. SMCI continues to be very volatile, and this is a beautiful bullish engulfing candle. I would imagine that we gap up. Oh, and wait, we're up 2% after hours? Why? Probably because NVIDIA is up big after hours. That's so crazy. So this will open at new all-time highs tomorrow. SMCI will. It's extremely volatile, very fun to trade. If you have the capital to do so. The option contracts are pricey on this for sure. You're looking at $3,000 for at the money and out of the money. Holy cow, though. Some of these, let's see. So we're trading at 1190, and yeah, that's wild. Wild. Looking at the China names that we talked about yesterday, right? How did those look today? on the daily. Not a lot to write home about aside from that Baba's following this support that we drew in here. Neo looks a little bit better on the daily. Wow, in fact, I like that. Maybe we'll have to take a closer look at Neo over the next few days. Neo just, does a lot of these fake outs where it comes up and then it tests off and comes back down. Well, that could be fine. We could run it up to this level here, all the way to the 8s from 5s. That'd be fine. And K-Web. Those are the Chinese names, but these are the ones I prefer, I like watching, continues to be in this range here. Watching that for more consolidation. So the 10K account challenge, we're treating it really well. We're following our rules, risking appropriately, cutting when is necessary. And I really like that today, we only took 3 trades in and out. SPY, 2 orders of SPY calls, 1 order of SPY puts, and then we entered the coin in the DraftKings positions. We sold the coin calls that we had swung overnight, and we swung the SPY calls from overnight, and that was a solid trade, definitely from overnight on the SPY, and that put us up big on the day, around $700 or $800. Those were up 134% at open because of the gap up that we had today on the SPY, which was right here. That was a good open. So anyways, I appreciate y'all being in here, taking the time to watch this. Hopefully you learned something. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Be happy to answer them. We did start, if you're watching this, we did start a group chat that has, where I'm basically saying, hey, here's the trade I'm taking. I'm not calling out like the SPY and QQQ, like day trades as much, because I know people don't have the time to pay attention to it, but I'm saying, hey, here's the swing I'm taking. And we're just trading paper accounts for educational purposes, right? Just practicing, learning, and doing that. So if you want to get in on that text, just shoot me a message. Either in the comments, say, hey, shoot me a DM, here's my Twitter or something, and I'll put you in there. Appreciate y'all, guys. Remember, if your dreams and goals don't scare you, probably not big enough. See you tomorrow.